A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to another live session of Getty Talks. My name is Shilpi, and I'm the Relationship Manager with the Global Education and Training Institute. Before I begin the session, I would like to pay my obeisance to all the divine residing in all my audience and the people around me. For today is Gurpurab. So I also pay my obeisance to my mentor, Dr. Sunita Gandhi, who's a visionary and a very kind-hearted person. To my head training, Ms. Roli Tripathi, who has always been a guiding light in my life. To all my colleagues and all my friends and my parents who have always been there for me. Coming to my guest is today Miss Apoorva, who's a counselor with Flores Carmel Convent College, and she is, an expert. She is going to talk about how music can heal people. Because if you remember, like an English teacher, I remember Shakespeare's play, Twelfth Night, where the Duke says, "If music be the food of love, play on." So, music does heal us. How does it heal you? When you are in a sad mood, you love to listen to songs which can, soothe your mood. You are happy, you want to have a jiffy, play on good music. Children, the very first thing that we teach them in nursery are rhymes, because music stays forever with us. You may forget everything else, but you have not forgotten your nursery rhymes, right? So thank you, Mr. Purva, for joining in the disruptive education movement started by Dr. Sunita Gandhi. And now I help you to present your talk. So here I go, and there you start.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Apoorva, as been introduced to you. Thank you, Ms. Shilpi, for introducing. And we will be talking about how music has power to heal. Here, I just want to say that music with right lyrics or words which we put inside music, it brings healing to all our flesh. Flesh is nothing but our body. The words enter the heart and it remains as a seed sown in the good soil. The words or the lyrics which we put inside a music, it enters our heart and mind and it will remain in our soul like a good seed which is sown in a good soil. When you sow a seed in a good soil, it will give a good fruit. So you can harvest good things. So only when you put good music in your heart, you can get good fruits out of it. So in the next slide,
I believe there is a network issue on her behalf. Audience, please stay tuned in. She'll be back.
there were times people used to say
Well, as Ms. Apurva is
yeah.
still facing some network issue, I'd like to continue. So, what she wanted to express was that music. Let's go to the next slide, which is there. And for
Hello.
music, yes, Ms. Apurva, have you been able to join in?
Yeah, you can go to second. Yeah, I can able to see you now. Can we go to the second slide?
Right.
Okay. I was telling you about music is no more a time pass or pastime. Here we can see that experts have discovered that music is no more just to play or change our mood. It is beyond religion, it is beyond caste, color, creed, or even nations, continent. It has power to heal everyone, physical, mental, and emotional state. It can make a new creation of our own mood. It has been a complete companion or a communicator in good and hard times. Even if we are facing good and hard times, we can listen to music and cheer up ourselves. So once it hits you, you feel no pain. So it's a pain reliever. Once it hits you, you will feel no pain, was said by famous musician Bob Marley. So music gives you a soul to the universe. It gives wings to mind. It gives flight to the imagination. And it is life to give life to everyone. So, connecting through music, music has a way to touch you. It causes emotion, it changes your mood, it can inspire you, it can motivate you, it can grieve with you when you're sadness and help you to express all your feelings. If words can't express, you can express through music, and it supports you in the time of your need. It connects with all of us. So there is music for everyone. There is music when a mother gives birth to a baby. When we grow, we'll nurture the baby. We have music for that. When we are happy, we have music. When we are sad, we have music. When we are angry, then also we have music. In Hindu culture, they have Shiva Tandava, where you can suppress your anger. So, in every mood, we can use music. So, in the next slide, I have told, let's move on to the third slide. Music is universal. Music is secular. Music is international. It is constant. So, here we can see that music is universal. It is beyond the culture, beyond color, creed, religion. It is not having any boundary of countries. It is very secular. Anybody can express their feeling. It is not confined to any one of us. It is very secular and it is international. So the music which is good, Hindustani music is good in India, it can be listened by others. It can inspire someone who is in other continent or in other country. So here we can see that music has power to go global. Hello? Yeah. So music is constant. Music is always constant because it is same here and everywhere. It is constant for everyone. In our next slide, we can see people are enamored with music. Enamored means people have this infatuation, love towards music. Music touches soul in profound ways. That means in greater ways. It stirs imagination, invigorates our bodies. That means it will give that strong feeling to our bodies. It transforms our mood. It changes our mood. So many imagination, when you listen to music, your imagination gets stirred up. You can the vivid of all the imagination comes to your mind. The feeling of being stronger, it motivates our body. It will give positive vibes to our body. Likewise, it transforms our mood. It will transform from being very sad or depressed, it will change our mood. So, Billy Joel, a famous American musician, he says that music in itself is a healing. It's an explosive expression of humanity. It's something we are all touched by. That music will touch everyone, no matter what culture we are from. Everyone loves music. So, I believe he has given all the stuff together in his words that music itself is a healing. So, in let us move to the next slide. So, people with brain injuries such as stroke, for example, have had success with the music therapy. Here, I like to share my personal experience. My grandmother was a victim of stroke. Her half of the body was paralyzed. But whenever she was not able to talk or convey something, we used to play music to her. In her ward, we used to just play good devotional songs, which she was very good at. When she was young, she used to sing and teach us. So, whenever all these things happen, she used to feel very happy and she recovered from that stroke because of this music. So, music is often bypasses the damaged area of your brain, or it will help in regaining the moment of speech to the people. Like, if you can take it benefits children with autism by giving them tool to become more comfortable with social interactions and verbal communications. So music actually changes the structure of brain. Like it when most often it will give and regain the moment of speech. So here I have already mentioned that studies have shown music therapy can lower the stress hormone. So when you are in stress, if you listen to music, it will suppress that hormones. It improves the heart and breathing rates. So if you are having that blood pressure or a respiration problem, or even if you're anxious about something, or if you are having any pain, you can listen to music that will help in lowering all your stress hormones and your anxious level. Let us move on to the next slide. So here I have told that in the field of psychology, music has been used to help people from depression and sadness. So depression and sadness, why I have talked here is depression is more and more these days because of this pandemic season. Because of COVID-19, people are more inside their houses. The depression level is more. So, music will help them to heal from this sadness. And also, children with developmental issues or developmental disabilities, music can be a healing for them. Therapists, here I have to give a testimony of Henry, where therapist Bjorn Russell was the first one to see the power of music to heal the elderly people. Here, I am giving you a testimony of Henry, who is an old man who was living in a nursing home. Here, he was suffering from dementia. He was forgetting things very easily. He lost many of his mental abilities. And according to them was he was very mute so many years. He didn't talk to anyone. He was alive, but his emotions didn't work properly. The cognitive perspective of his brain was not working so much. When they tried music therapy on him, like they just gave him a iPod. So when they gave iPod, he started listening to music. Suddenly, he shoot with the breeze of people with around him. He started living. he started opening his eyes. He started expressing his happiness. So, neurologist Dr. Oliver Sacks, he says that Henry has restored himself. He remembered who is he, who how he reacquired his identity and the power of music. He says that he was able to speak. He was able to show his emotions. So here we can see music helps to heal us. It will helps us to give wings to our mind. You can give wings to our imagination. It will bring people suffering from brain injuries, all this, they will get their speech back because of music. So they call it as music motoring or music therapies, where the functions of the body like hand movements. So music movement therapies will also be given to such victims of stroke so that they can move their hands and legs, they can express. So autism children will be able to survive in the normal society to come back to the mainstream. So in the next slide, I have given you the link in YouTube. So whenever you are free, you can go to this link and you can listen to the testimony of Henry, where you can, it's a life story which you can see how music has helped Henry to come out of his dementia. So here I like to conclude that music has power to heal. It will touch you in many ways. It will motivate you. It will inspire you. It has power to change your mood. It connects for all. It is a support in the time of your need. So you can write down your comments on my talk here. Thank you very much for your time which you have spared for me.
Thank you, ma'am, so much for being so nicely elaborating on the music thing. Yes, I would like the audience to please paste your question here, and if you don't want to make it public, you can very well inbox us. What I have to ask you right now is, ma'am, that um, music, how does it help children to learn things better?
Yeah, actually, there are many incidents which I have personally experienced when music is put on. Like if you earlier you only mentioned when if you want to teach some concept to children, if you put it in a rhythmic way,
Hmm.
so music has that power to give them that connectivity of a concept. If you put something, a tune, if they want to learn a poem or a poem,
Yeah.
if you put a tune and give, they will learn better.
Yes, I
So
believe
it
so because
increases.
I remember, like all of us, no matter what, we never forget our nursery times. We might forget, we are like post graduation or something which we have done recently. We might forget
Yeah,
what we have
we
learned.
tend to forget that.
Yeah, but then nursery rhymes, anything which is we have learned through music is, I believe, that is my experience also, that we never forget, never, and it's like recurring in our mind. And if the music is something that suits us, the lyrics are
Yes.
also there.
Yeah.
So
See,
yes, so
we
yeah,
have music for everything. In Bible, there is a separate content only for music, that is
yes,
Psalms. That book is
sound,
only for, yeah, it is only for music. It is, even if there is no tune, it is a songs which is specifically only for praising God. So
exactly.
even our chant, our
Yeah,
bhajans,
yes.
stotras, they say praises to God. All
I
these
mean,
things are rhythmic, so that we will implant that in our children so that it will help their life.
exactly. Even like Sufi, when we are listening to
Yeah,
Sufi music, Sufism actually thrives on music, connecting to the divine
Yes.
through music. So thank you so much, Ms. Apoorva, for being here and giving this
My
little
pleasure.
the topic which was not a very nobody could have ever imagined. I mean, it was a part of education, of course. Music is a subject, and we opt for
Okay.
it. But then music is actually food for our soul. Imagine your
I
life.
made it short because if we talk lengthy, we will not pay so much attention. So I made it really very short.
This
Thank you
short
for the
presentation,
opportunity.
this short presentation actually gave a lot of information, and especially when you touched upon people who are healed by music. Healing, these days is such a difficult task. We are going through stress, we are going through depression, we are going through such a lot around us, and
Yes.
it is only music. Just sitting and praying in front of God through words sometimes doesn't mean anything. But if you just listen to music, you just listen to some divine song, it feels as if it's expressing your anguish, it's expressing everything to God. So thank you so much on this very auspicious day for being here and
Thank
touching
you
upon
as well.
the whole thing. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
You too.